You'd never wait to hit the dance floor or for someone else to start the conga line. And definitely don't wait for a viral video to show you how to move. So why wait until someday to book your family trip? Seize your someday today with Travelocity. Get clear information to confidently book your vacation.
I never say no to dancing or travelling. Let's go. Seize your someday. Click here and book. Travelocity.
Let's talk Olympics first because, well, you might not have expected to get interested in the Olympics, but there's something funny that happens, isn't there, when you pass a TV screen that has a New Zealander competing, and there have been plenty of them since Friday night's opening ceremony, and a couple of surprise results as well. To talk about what we've seen so far and where our medal prospects are at, I'm joined by Newsroom's locker room editor, Suzanne McFadden. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
Good. Did you have a nice weekend?
I had a lot of TV sport weekend.
It's quite.
I watched nearly every minute of it.
The time zone's quite good for us, hey?
It really suits us. Yeah, it's been interesting. Like, we've had finals in the morning or the early afternoon, which is really odd. And then the team sports have always been late at night, but they've been worth staying up for, so it's been really good.
What's been the most exciting moment so far?
Hayden Wild winning the bronze in the men's triathlon this morning. Just a fantastic race by him. What a lovely guy. He's quite new to the sport. He's still young. This is his first Olympics. He'll be looking to win gold in Paris in 2024. So really exciting. Just a really deserving win today. And yay, we've finally got one on the medal tally.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good history in triathlon, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And the lovely thing was that Hamish Carter, the gold medalist in Athens, was there at the race today and gave Hayden a big hug at the end and compared their medals. And, yeah, it was really cool to see.
Love it.
Yeah. Women's triathlon tomorrow morning. Look for that. And then Hayden will be competing again in the mixed teams relay, which is going to be really interesting. I think we've got a good shot for medal there too.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. That's a triathlon with 3 people in it, is it?
4, yeah. 2 men, 2 women. And the distances are shorter and it's kind of like tag team tri.
Oh, that sounds great. Do we have any prospects among the women?
Yes, yeah. Both of the women who are in the medal relay team, Nicole van der Kay and Ainsley Thorpe. They're both medal prospects for tomorrow's race. And anything can happen at these Olympics. It's, there's been some quite random stuff happening. And so I think any time a New Zealander lines up, there's a good chance that, we could be in for a medal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to ask you about random results. A couple of those swimmers are racing personal bests and national records. That's been cool. Was it a surprise to see Lewis Clareburt in the final on the weekend?
Not so much surprised to see him there. It was really interesting to see that he was second fastest qualifier. And, the race that he had in his heat was outstanding. And then, he was leading in some of the final, especially backstroke, and then he had his breaststroke as his weakest area. But even to finish 7th at your first Olympics is pretty cool. He was disappointed because he wanted to win a medal, but then today, this afternoon, we've got Erica Fairweather, the 17-year-old from Dunedin, in the final of the women's 400-metre freestyle. And that's a surprise. That's brilliant. 17 years old. She's head girl at Kavanagh College. She should have been going back to school today, but now she's going to be standing on the blocks at the Tokyo Aquatic Centre. How amazing is that? And, 4th fastest qualifier too, against 2 of the world's legendary swimmers, and Katie Ledecky from the States and Ariana Titmus from Australia. So just to be in the company of those giants of the sport, what an amazing experience for a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Do we get shock results in the final of the swimming, or is it really down to physiology, like some people can just swim faster by the time we get there?
A bit of both. I think we saw a really interesting result, and I'm going to show my ignorance here, but it was a swimmer from Tunisia, and he won the gold in, I don't know what event it was because my brain's getting a bit fuzzy, but he was racing the final in lane 1, which is an outside lane, that's one of the...
400 metres freestyle.
Yep.
Yep.
And he won it.
Yeah.
And so it's just how you go on the day, if you have that strength, if you have had a wonderful build-up, if everything's gone right for you in the lead-up to that time, you can win it.
Yeah.
So,
he qualified 8th fastest out of 8 for that final, I think.
Yeah.
And he was 18. Great. Okay, well, I don't want to put people off listening to our radio show, but maybe you could have the TV on mute at 2:20 today to see how Erica Fairweather goes. How about the team sports? I tuned in for a bit of the Ollie Whites last night. It was looking really good, then it wasn't.
Yeah, that was a real disappointment, especially after they had that win, their first ever win at an Olympics against South Korea. And they had that game against Honduras and then a couple of errors at the back, and it was 3-2. But, they've still got a chance of going through to the next round, and they're looking strong, and they're a great team. And having Chris Wood there, what a difference that makes. It's a really weird one, though, isn't it? It's under 23s, but you can have two of your best players, senior players in the squad. So having them there has made a big difference. And the football Ferns, unfortunately, have had 2 losses and will play Sweden tomorrow for pride, really. But the Swedish are going really well. They have a very good chance of winning the gold. So, but just to be playing, in the pool of death against, the United States, the world champions, how brilliant. And hockey, our Black Sticks teams are both going well. So, fingers crossed that they'll make it through to the next stage.
Thanks for your analysis, Suzanne. Great to have you on the show today.
Lovely to be on. Thank you, Jesse.
All right.
Keep watching.
Yeah, we'll do. Nice to chat. And good to have a couple of races to look out for there. The female triathlon tomorrow, or women's triathlon, the mixed triathlon relay, and then that big race at 2:20 today. We'll keep an eye on it and see if we can get some reaction from somebody close to Erica Fairweather after that race.